Hi everyone. So today we're going to start with grade 5 math. So you can find the lessons on A plus website. You have to go to aplusstudents.com. Then you have to select math as a subject. Then scroll down to grade 5 maths and start with the first chapter, that is place values and number sense. And we have to start with the lesson. Scroll down to find the lesson, that is Roman numerals. Start with a lesson, that is Roman numerals. So please grab a notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important points. So just grab a notebook and pencil. Okay, let's start with the Roman numerals. So let's start with an example. What number does the Roman numeral represent? So the example is this one, x, x, and I. So we know that the x represents the 10 in Roman and I represents the 1. So just write x 10, then again the other x is 10, then you have plus 1 and 1. Just add all the numbers. 10 plus 10 is 20 and 20 plus 2 makes 22. So that means this number represents 22. Got it? Okay, the next one is, how would you write 18 as Roman numeral? So we have to write 18 as a Roman numeral. So we know that 18 is 10 plus 5, 10 plus 5 plus 3. So we can write 10 as x, 5 as v, and 3 as I, and I. So this way we can write 18. Got it? So on the top right corner, you have a test button. Let's start with test. Let's do some practice questions. Okay. So the first one is, how do you write 17 as a Roman numeral? So you are given three of the options, and the options are, the first one is X V I I, the second one is X, and the third one is XV. So you have to write 17. So how do you write 17? Which is the correct option? The correct option is the first one, because X is for 10, then V is for 5, and then you have 1 plus 1. So it makes 17. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is, what number does the Roman numeral represent? So the next one is XXII. So you are given three of the options, 11, 12, and 22. So which is the correct option? It is X is for 10, then again X is for 10, and then I and I is for 1 and 1. So 10 plus 10 makes 20, and 20 plus 2 makes 22. Got it? So it is 22. So the third option is the correct one. So select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay. The next one is, how would you write 39 as a Roman numeral? So how would you write 39 as Roman numeral? So you are given three of the options. The first one is, then you have, so which option is the correct one? You have to write 39. So 39 is 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 9. So we know that we can write 10 as x, 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 and 9 as ix. So first option is the correct one. Got it? So first option is the correct one. So you can complete the test later today or right after the session. I'm moving on to the next lesson. So just click on the back button and let's start with the next lesson. So the next lesson is rounding. Let's start with rounding. Okay, the next one is rounding. So let's start with example. The first one is, okay, what is $403 rounded to the nearest $100? You have to round $403 to the nearest $100. So first you need to see which digit is at the hundreds position. 4 is at the hundreds position. So now look for the one place right. On the one place right, you have a 0. You have to compare the 0 with 5. 0 is less than 5 or greater than 5. 0 is less than 5. That means you have to round down. Replace the all digits on the right side of the hundred digit with 0. The hundred digit right hundred digit as it is, and replace the other two digits with 0. So it's 400. Got it? Okay, the next one is, how do you write what is 3,519 rounded to the nearest thousand? You have to round off this number to the nearest thousand. So first you need to see which digit is at the thousands position. Yes, 3 is at the thousand position. Good. Now you have to look one place right. On the one place right, you have a 5. So you have to compare this 5 with the 5. So 5 is equal to 5 or greater than 5. They are equal. That means you have to round up. Replace the all other digits with 0 and add 1 to the thousands digit. So 3 plus 1 is 4. Thousands digit is then 4, and replace the other three digits with 0. So it is then 4,000. Got it? On the top right corner, you have a test button. Just click on the test button. Okay, so the first one on the test is, what is $90 rounded to the nearest $10? So you have to round off 90 to the nearest $10. So the options you are given below is 90, 80, and 70. So then the digit that is at the tens position is 9. 9 is at the tens position. So the digit that is at the right hand side of the 9 is 0. So 0 is less than 5. So that means you have to round on the same digit you have nothing to do with. So it is then 90. So the correct option is 90. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is, what is 618 rounded to the nearest 100? So you have to round off 618 to the nearest 100. So which digit is at the hundreds position? 6 is at the hundreds position. So the digit that is at the right hand side of the 6 is 1. You have to compare this number to the 1. 1 is greater than 5 or less than 5? Yes, 1 is less than 5. Good. So that means you have to round on the same digit. You have nothing to do with the hundreds digit. Just replace the other two digits with a 0. So the correct option is 600. Got it? Okay, the next one is, what is 3633 rounded to the nearest thousand? You have to round off the thousands. So the digit that is at the thousands place is 3. 3, you have to look the digit that is at the right hand side. It is 6. So 6 is less than 5 or greater than 5? 6 is greater than 5. So that means you have to round up. Round up means you have to add 1 to the thousandth digit, and the other 3 digits you have to replace them with 0. So the correct option is 4000. Got it? Okay, the next one is 3823. You have to round to the nearest 10. So look for the tens digit. Which digit is at the tens position? Yes, 2 is at the tens position. Look this digit that is at the right hand side of the 10. It is 3. So 3 is greater than 5 or less than 5? 3 is less than 5. That means you have nothing to do. You just need to replace that other digits at the right hand side with 0. So the correct option is 3820. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. So you can complete the test by yourself later today. I'm just moving on to the next lesson. So you can find the lessons on A plus. So just um, uh, log in using your email address and password. Then select the math as a subject. Then you have to scroll down to grade 5 maths. And we are on the first chapter, that is place values and number sense. So find the lesson even or odd arithmetic rules. So let's start with the lesson even or odd arithmetic rule. Okay. Okay, so the first one is 76 minus 33 even or odd? Basically, you don't need to do subtraction or addition. You just need to see the given numbers are even or odd. You just need to apply the rule and you need to see if the answer is even or odd. Without finding the answer, you know the answer is even or odd. Got it? So what about 76? Is 76 an even number or odd number? Okay, let me just revise what are even and odd numbers. Even numbers are the numbers that can be evenly divisible by 2. And the other numbers that cannot be evenly divisible by 2 are the odd numbers. You can note down these definitions. Make sure when you're doing math you have your notebook and pencil. You can note down the important definitions. Got it? They are very important. They are very helpful when you're doing test questions. Got it? So what is 76, even or odd? 76 is an odd number. Or also you can check from the ones digit. If the ones digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, that means the digit is even. The rest of the numbers are odd. Got it? So see, it has the number 6, so it is even. And the 33 is odd. So basically you are subtracting an even and an odd number. So when you subtract an even number out of the odd one, the answer must be odd. Got it? You can check by subtracting. So 76 subtract 33 is, just subtract them. 6 subtract 3 is 3 and 7 subtract 3 is 4. That means 43. So see, 43 is an odd number. Got it? Okay, move on to the next one. Okay, the next one is 59 minus 4 even or odd? Okay, what about 59? Is it even or odd? 59 is an even number or odd number? 59 is odd. And what about 4? 4 is even or odd? 4 is even. So you are subtracting an odd out of an even. 59 is odd minus 4 is even. So when you are subtracting an odd number out of the even, the answer must be odd. This is the rule. You can memorize these rule. You can note down them on your notebook. So when you are subtracting an odd number out of the even one, the answer must be odd. You can check by subtracting. 59 subtract 4 is 9 subtract 4 is 5, and here you have, so it is 55, and C 55 is an odd number. Got it? Okay, let's do another example. The next one is 96 minus 87 even or odd? So 96 is, what about 96? Is it even or odd? It is even. Good. You can check from the ones digit. The ones digit is if 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8, that means they are even numbers. So 96 is an even number and 87 is an odd number. So you're subtracting even out of odd. So the answer must be odd. You can check by subtracting them. Got it? Okay, on the top right corner, you have a test button. So just click on the test button. Okay, the first one is 75 minus 66 even or odd? I'm on the test. Are you following the instructions? Are you on the test? Okay, so 75 minus 66. What about 75? Is it even or odd? 75 is an odd number. And what about 66? Is 66 even or odd? 66 is even. So when you subtract an even number out of the odd, the answer must be odd. Got it? You can check by subtracting. 75 subtract 66 is 9. So 9 is an odd number. Got it? Move on to next one. Okay, the next one is 57 plus 11 even or odd? So 57 is even number or odd number? 57 is an odd number and 11 is also an odd number. So when you add two odd numbers, their answer must be an even number. You can check by adding them. 7 plus 1 is 8 and 5 plus 1 is 6. So it is 68. That means 68 is an even number. So when you add two odd numbers, their answer must be even. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is 50 minus 4 even or odd? Okay, what about 56? Is 56 even or odd? Sorry, 50. Is 50 even or odd? It is even. And subtract 4. What about 4? Is it even or odd? It is even. So you are subtracting two even numbers. Their answer must be even. You can check by subtracting. 50 minus 4 is 46 and 46 is an even number. Got it? Okay. The next one is 80 plus 2 even or odd? So 80 is an even number or odd number? 80 is even. And what about 2? 2 is also an even number. So when adding two even numbers, their answer must be even. Got it? You can check by adding them. 80 plus 2 is 82. 82 is an even number. Got it? So you can complete the test later today. If you have any problem with this lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from 5 to 9. Okay? So I'm just moving on to the next lesson. Just click on the back button so that we can on the next lesson. You can find these lessons on aplusstudents.com. You can you have to log in there using your email address and password. Then you have to select the math from the subject. Then you have to scroll down to grade 5 maths. There you can find the first lesson, first chapter, that is place values and number sense, and we are on the topic that is understanding integers. Scroll down to the lesson that is understanding integers. Okay, the first one is which integer represents this scenario? 1 point deduction in gymnastics. So basically, 1 point deduction in, okay, so here you have a deduction. Deduction means it's a loss, or you can say a decrease. So whenever you have to represent the loss or a decrease, you can represent this but with a negative integer. So you can represent a deduction of 1 point by -1. Got it? Okay, the next one is which integer represents the scenario 2 pounds decrease in weight? Okay, 2 pound 2 pound decrease in weight. So again, it's a decrease or loss, so you can represent the loss with the negative numbers. Got it? So you can represent it with -2. So on the top right corner you have a test button. Let's start with the test. Okay, so the first question is which integer represents the scenario 10 meters above sea level? So you are given the options are -10, 10 and a +10. So which option is the correct one, negative or positive? It's a positive. It's +10 because above sea level means it involves gain or increase. So the positive numbers are always, gain or increase are always represented by the positive numbers. Got it? Okay, the next one is 10 fewer inches of rain. 10 fewer inches of rain this year. So is it positive or negative? It is negative because it is fewer. Fewer means it's a decrease, so it's a negative. Got it? Okay, the next one is which integer represents the scenario profit of $5? So it's a profit. Profit is always an increase, and increases are always represented by a positive number. So it would be +5. Got it? Okay, select the correct option and click on the OK button. The next one is which integer represents this scenario? Bank account balance drops by $8. So it's a drop. Drop means it's a decrease. So decreases and or loss are always represented by the negative number, so it's negative 8. Got it? Select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is a price increase of $6. So is it positive or negative? It is positive because it's an increase. Increases are always represented by the positive numbers. Got it? Okay, the next one is on one off coupon. So it's an off. Off means a less. So it's negative one. Decrease. So it's negative one. Got it? Okay, the next one is a child grows 4 inches taller. So he's growing. That means it's an increase. So increases are always represented by the positive numbers. So it would be positive 4. Got it? So you can complete the test by yourself later today. So that's all for today. We are doing grade 5 maths. You can find all these lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in using your email address and password provided by the administration. Then you have to select maths from the subject. Then you have to scroll down to grade 5 maths. Then you have to go to view all lessons, and you can find the lesson. We are doing the first chapter, that is place values and the number sense. You can find these topics under the first chapter. Got it? We have done till understanding integers, so we'll cover the rest of the topics in the next class. Got it? If you need more help, just contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from 5 to 9 Monday to Friday. That's all for today. Thank you. Bye.